You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about the original TB. That would be Terry Bradshaw, four-time Super Bowl champion with, of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's really a legend. You can go back and look at his numbers, and they're not overwhelming, but he played in a wildly different time of quarterbacking, okay? Back in those days, if you completed 50% and, threw for 2,800 yards or something, you were really doing something back then, and a lot of touchdown to interception ratios were like 1-to-1. I mean, now you couldn't stay on the field, but it was a much different game. Guys weren't wide open. There was a lot more checking and just pure violence on the field back in those days. Well, last week, a lot of fans noticed that Terry Bradshaw, he's a beloved part of Fox's pre- and post-game show. They noticed he was struggling last week. Well, there's a reason for that. He has now revealed it, and it's pretty shocking news. But Bradshaw is battling cancer. He is, and we're gonna check this out. And I didn't know this, and this came up in this this other article I found out here. So just keep this in mind when we're going through this. Bradshaw also opened up in the past about dealing with attention deficit disorder. The 74-year-old also only has one lung. I did not know that. Something which he mentioned on his NFL show this weekend. And a lot of fans were really dragging him online, and because he was struggling. He was. Bro Bible. Terry Bradshaw is reacting to people talking about his health on social media. Last week, Bradshaw went viral on social media due to the fact that he struggled to get through in-game recaps without fumbling over his words. Fans were worried about Bradshaw's health and questioned whether he should still be working at Fox. Quote, Terry Bradshaw is having major problems in post-game shows on at NFL on Fox. It may be time for him to retire from broadcasting. Had to turn it off. He was messing up so much. Bradshaw just made a whole lot of noises, but I'm not sure any of them were actually words. In a 29-person studio crew, is it really necessary at this point, Fox? It hasn't been entertaining in 15 years. This guy gets pretty mean about it. He calls out Lee Corso and Terry Bradshaw. Look, Corso's had his own struggles lately. Bradshaw took to Facebook Live to talk about the shutdown, of the rumors about his health. The former Steelers quarterback turned broadcaster revealed that he is recovering from cancer treatments, but is currently cancer-free. Now, it's kind of weird because he says the cancers aren't there, but I don't know. He doesn't go into, was it radiation or anything like that, surgery. Quote, people are saying that I'm sick and that I'm dying. Okay, so let's put that rumor to rest. I'm not sick and I'm not dying as I sit here and do this interview with you. I'm not going to deny that I've had 2 bouts of cancer, one in November and a different one in March. 2 different cancers. My first follow-ups are coming in 40 days or 3 weeks or something. So I will know how we're doing. But as of right now, the cancers are not there. Bradshaw went on to say that he does get winded while on the set and only wants to come forward so people would stop the rumors. He says, I have a lung issue from surgery where a nerve was blocked, and what is happening now is primarily asthma. When I get to California, which is where the Fox studios are, I have a hard time out there. So I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. I don't figure it's anybody's business, and I'm not someone who wants to talk about it and have you out there going, woe is me, poor Terry. Yeah, he's kind of old school. He's a Louisiana guy. We just don't like the woe is me stuff. No, I hate that. I am just telling you to shut everybody up. I don't feel like I need to explain all this, but I'm a little tired of the rumors. I'm tired of people talking about me, and I'm tired about people speculating that I'm dying because I lose my breath on the Fox show. And it's kind of interesting, too, because this just happened, too, just a couple of days ago. NFL legend Terry Bradshaw is selling his Oklahoma ranch for $22.5 million. The Thackerville property, which includes an equine breeding facility, we know Terry's in the horses, cattle and recreational facilities, clocks in at a whopping 744 acres and $22.5 million. Unfortunately, despite a series of contract extensions after repeated assurances and promises from the buyer, as well as his agents and other representatives, the buyer sadly fell through. So I guess he thought he had it sold. The property and facilities are turnkey ready proposition for a major equestrian player in the horse business and are continued as cattle are private recreational. Interesting. The Bradshaws have already moved to a new home on a smaller farm in Texas where they would continue the Bradshaw quarter horse business with stallions. So let's see. It says Oklahoma, but when you come down here, it says the ranch is an hour from Dallas-Fort Worth. Oh, okay. It may. Well, yeah, right. You go due north, coming out of Dallas. It's about an hour and maybe 10 minutes, and yeah, you get to Oklahoma's border pretty quick. So I guess that's what they're talking about here. So there it is. Terry Bradshaw. That is why he is struggling. 2 different bouts of cancer. I hate to hear that. I've been watching Bradshaw forever. My 91-year-old father, rest in peace. He was a huge Terry Bradshaw fan. He absolutely loved Bradshaw. I mean, we're from Texas. You know, we're all kind of a bunch of, rednecks or southern boys here. And we always liked Bradshaw and related to him. And he was very old school on the field. It seemed like they always wanted to replace him, and he's a guy that started slow and battled until he started having real success in the NFL. So tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. I saw this and was like, wow, I'm doing this, whether the video hits or not. It's Bradshaw, and I think that's interesting. Wow. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.